Just a quick disclaimer before we start. Just wanted to let you guys know that this video does discuss mental health and is for informational and entertainment purposes only, not professional medical advice. If you guys are struggling or know anybody that is struggling, please reach out to a qualified mental health professional or somebody that you trust. Thank you guys very much for clicking on this video. I hope you enjoy. I missed y'all, bro. I really did miss you guys, man. It's been a bit, bro. I guess where I'll start is where I've been. I believe it was about 2 months ago now. I realized I had a problem that seems to be a pattern I keep falling back into, where I love streaming, man. I love creating content, but every time I create content, I set expectations for myself. Expectations that I know, obviously, I'll never be able to achieve. You know, and it's crazy because I know damn well I'm not capable of it either. Like, I wanted to be releasing like 5 to 6 YouTube videos full form every week, even though I hate editing, and I wanted to be really funny and clip farm and all this shit, but I'm just not that funny. Like, that's not what I am. That's not what I want out of content creation, but it's what I was aiming for, which is just destined to fail. Every time, this is probably like attempt number 20 of getting back into streaming. But I think I actually solved my dilemma. I found a way for me to enjoy what it is that I'm posting, and that is by changing my content completely. I still plan on playing games, like every now and again, I still want to play a game. But like you see right now, we're talking to each other. I'm face to face with you. We're looking at each other in the eye, and there's nothing distracting us. This is what I want, bro. This is what I love. So I'm gonna start venting to you guys now. You guys are now my journal. Y'all are gonna be my support, and if you're not ready for that, buckle up, bro. Start getting ready. Pack your fucking bags, man. We're on the bus. We're leaving you behind, bro. I'm excited, to be honest. I've got lots of plans for the future. I mean, take that with a grain of salt, because like I said, like, I'm trying to take the slow route here. I really want this to be something that sticks, something that lasts for a while. I honestly, bro, like, I really want to start deep diving into me as a person. I'm here to explore myself. I'm here to be me, like, I want to finally explore me to the everybody that's watching this right now in the future. I'm excited, man. Like I said, I do want to play games more, but I think that games kind of lost their meaning to me. Or they didn't lose their meaning. I think I finally just realized that games have no meaning. There's nothing to gain, but there's everything to lose. And by everything, I mean time. Time. Games are time sinks, man. They're there to distract you, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. Even I need a distraction every now and again, but I don't want distractions to be my main hobby. I think that this right here, this interaction, is the best opportunity I can give myself to make myself my hobby. and I mean that in the best way, like I don't want to be very full of myself, but I want to understand myself better. And through that, I think it would be really cool if people were able to maybe maybe think about themselves a little bit, use my experience, maybe even start doing this yourself. Uh, it's hard, man. It's really kind of hard. I'm not gonna lie, but it's good for me. I think that the more I do it, the better I'll get at it. I can already tell that I've like lost this plot. I've lost this topic like 3 times over, and I'm not recognizing it. Uh, but I'll get better at that, bro. I'll get better at that. And the better I get at it, oh, bit of chroma key there. The better I get at it, the better I'll be able to explain myself. The better I'll be able to understand myself and my thoughts. And that's the goal here. That in reality, that is the ultimate goal. Is for me to use this as a way to understand and express myself. And I mean, like, there's an off chance. I really don't predict it happening, but best case scenario, this turns into something where people can learn with me, grow with me, like start trying to understand their life and the life around them with me, because I mean, in the end, what else is there to do? It's maybe not the meaning of life, but it is one of the main things to do in this lifetime. Is to get to know yourself, man. Ask yourself how you been. Who are you? Who are you really? What's going on up there? Why is it happening? Today's topic, though, I'll try to stay focused on that. Why? Why I left in the first place, I guess. I burnt out, but also I started realizing that I had a problem. uh, I've noticed in the past, I've gone through this exact same process in the past where uh, gaming starts being too much. Like I prioritize gaming, and that's not good. That's not good. I prioritize an escape instead of prioritizing my life, and I'm positive I'm not the only one that's going through that. But I'm also fairly certain that not many people uh take the leap to escape that. um I have already done it in the past, and I've got very loving, supporting parent singular, uh that helps me, and I'm willing to admit that, like uh I've got problems. Yeah, everybody's got their problems. But uh I needed to get rid of games for the time being, and I in the past, like I've gone a little bit fucking crazy. Yes, like I have thrown away all my shit and and like went into a panic, and I always end up coming back. It never works. I'm always, look at me right now. I always come back, and so I realized I needed to try something different. If getting rid of things doesn't work, I needed to try uh maybe implementing them into my life in a healthier, more balanced way. And so I came up with detoxing, to first see what I felt about life, where screens were available. So I detoxed, had my computer up, going, plugged in, my phone just in my dresser, available to me at all times. Nobody was going to stop me from using them, except for me. And I did stop myself for about 2 weeks. 2 weeks I detoxed, no screens whatsoever. Didn't need them for work, which is a blessing, but it was great. It's I like, it's not surprising, but every time I manage to detox from screens, that period of time after, like the first week, is the happiest. Like, it's the happiest I am. Like, it's hard to go back to how I felt back when it was happening, just because now I feel so much more different. It fluctuates a lot. Reintroducing electronics into my life, like, instantly rewires my thinking, into accepting that screens are now back, and that's not hard to do, unfortunately, fortunately, I'm not sure, but it's led me to where I am today. Uh, so win or lose, we're here. I'm streaming. And to anybody who ends up watching this and they're like, uh, "But I want to be positive. I want to use electronics properly." Uh, if you've got a problem, because I will say it also took me a while to realize that not everybody has a problem the way I do. Not everybody struggles with maintaining a healthy boundary with electronics the way I did. I grew up with ADHD, and I do have medication that is like my holy fucking grail. But actually taking the medication on a routine basis every day consistently was a big struggle. It always has been. So recently, unfortunately, like, I do need support. That is something I've realized, that I cannot go on uh, doing what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, by myself. So I reached out, and luckily for me, I've got a loving mom who is absolutely willing to try to see if it'll help. So she gives me my meds every morning, and lo and behold, life is a bit better now. So I guess that's another piece of advice that I have, that if you are struggling, if you are struggling with a mental illness that you are diagnosed with, or if you are struggling in general with anything, reach out, man. Reach out, especially guys. It's very common for us to be wired or programmed growing up to think that reaching out is a burden. Reaching out is wrong. Reaching out shows weakness. Um, but in reality, reaching out is just asking for help. And if you've come to the conclusion that you can't help yourself, which, by the way, is a very realistic conclusion to come to most of the time when trying new things or when going through life. Life is not a one person task. Uh, Help is right around the corner, but nobody can read your mind. There's no mind. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. There's no Neo. There's no mind readers, no witches, no. I'm not gonna go discredit all the oracles and stuff. Like, maybe they're some witchcraft or something, but uh, they, for what I know, there is no trustworthy mind readers who are going to uh, pick you up off your feet and tell you what you need help with for you. Um, you need to do that. You need to take the first step. Well, I guess, talking for myself here, I needed to take the first step and ask for that help. And I received it. I got lucky. I received it. It was hard. It's hard. The help I needed, the shit I needed help with was devastating. I mean, shit, dude. A complete life turnaround, trying to fix everything that was wrong. My diet, my mental, my physical, my hobbies, my interests, my passion, my motivation. I mean, it was all just fucked. Because I let it get that way. And it's not because I didn't have anybody. Um I know it sounds silly, and I know, I'm probably not thinking of every single circumstance, but to the average viewer who is might watch this in the future, uh I bet you have somebody. I bet you got somebody who's not only willing but wanting to help you. If you've got problems that are holding you back from being a happier version of yourself, um They're not gonna help you without you asking for that help, though. They might try, but um, until you are the one asking and you are the one deciding that you need help, uh, nothing's gonna change. It took me so long to I know this like super basic surface level stuff, but it took me so long to actually try it. Um, and I'm also not sure if that's relatable. Like maybe everybody is out there just asking for help and nobody's listening. And if that's the case, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But to my knowledge, um, asking for help is the first step, bro. To anybody. And whether one person says no or one person says yes, um, whether that dictates, if things are gonna work out is definitely not guaranteed. Again, I got super lucky that my mom was willing to support me in the way that she is, um, and I'm super grateful for that. And I'm very happy. Like I'm very happy to have that kind of support in my life. But she was not gonna help me the way that she is now without me reaching out first. And like I just cannot stress that enough that I would never be where I am today unless I admitted that I needed to change. I found it within myself to reach out. And I had friends help, like I had a friend who has very similar problems as me, similar ADHD problems, and he was a heavy motivation to start trying to take my meds again. Um, so shout out to Anonymous. Um, bless up. Shit's going well. Thank you. But it like help really is important, but that does not mean you can't help yourself either, if that makes sense. But continuing on, I detoxed and I decided that I wasn't quite satisfied living maybe even a happier life than I am now. I was much happier. And this might sound wrong, especially coming from somebody who admittedly has problems with electronics, but it kind of felt like a piece of me was missing, like the reason I feel like I come back to electronics so easily, so often is because I love this shit, man. I genuinely love being here. I I love content creation, although I might suck and really not enjoy editing. I love this shit. I love this shit. From the bottom of my heart, I am having the best time I could ask for streaming right now. And this is the first time I've ever tried this on stream. Like I needed this, I need. It feels weird to say need because I know that's a problem, but I feel like I get something from electronics that I just can't find somewhere else. And yes, that's bad because I'm pretty sure it's a social life, maybe socializing, maybe, the same form of entertainment. Although I don't enjoy games as much as I used to, purely just because of the way I think about it now. But I really do feel like I belong here, you know. Um, and maybe that's not the best influence, maybe maybe I could be, uh, doing something out in the real world right fucking now. But uh, I'm right where I want to be. Genuinely, there's nowhere else I could be where I'm doing what I am right now, where I'm talking what I know about me and what I want to know about me. Uh, I think it's gonna be great. I think the more I do it, the better I'll get at it, and I might not have viewers now. Um, and viewers are not the goal anymore. I understand what it is I enjoy about being online. I understand. Maybe I don't understand, but I'm getting closer to uh, getting closer to genuine emotions that I feel. Uh, like right now, as happy as I could be streaming, and I'm streaming to nobody. There's not much more a person could ask for, at least a streamer, to enjoy streaming, finding a topic you enjoy streaming when streaming to nobody, you know? To have absolutely zero recognition for what you're doing and still do it with your whole heart. Uh, that's it, bro. That's any job, isn't it? I feel like that is anybody's dream job. Is a job where you don't need recognition to uh to truly love being there, you know? Truly love doing it. And I love this shit. I love this shit. I love talking out loud. Um I hope that someday, you know, maybe it'll evolve. I really like interviewing, you know? I love getting to know people. I love getting to ask people questions and try to um get into deeper thinking. And I guess, you know, in a sense, I am kind of hoping that this goes um to a more public eye, because I want to learn about me through other people. Uh you know, like, I don't want to sit here in my own thoughts, dwelling on my own thoughts, and then never being able to open my eyes to other perspectives and just being stuck in my own ideas about myself. Because that's not really learning. That's not learning. That's not understanding. That's just dwelling and loathing. Not helpful. Not enjoyable. Well, kind of enjoyable, but not helpful to anybody at that matter. So I guess deep down, you know, I am kind of hoping that this reaches people who are in the same spot. And I don't think that's gonna happen until I get better at this. I honestly don't count on it. It would be I mean, like, it's the dream. It's the dream, you know, like, that is making it to me with this thing. I think that in my past attempts, you know, I was trying as hard as I could to be entertaining, you know, and I put in a lot of effort to to match what I thought would get as many views and grow the biggest community that I possibly could. And whenever I saw it plateauing or not panning out exactly as well as I thought it was going to, I would start losing hope and giving up. Um, because it was all about the numbers. It's all about the numbers. It always is. Big dopamine rush, big yay, yippee, monkey moment. Um, but uh, I think I really just want to use this for me. You know, this is about me now. Here is me. Take it or leave it. And if nobody wants to watch me, then I will watch me. You know, I will. I will watch me. I will question myself, and this will just be for me, and this is all for future me. That's a okay too, bro. That's a okay too. Um, but I'm just gonna keep on doing it. You know, I think number one is don't stop. Consistency. You know, even if I'm only here for 30 minutes or less, 10 minutes, 5 minutes. Uh, maybe I only start the camera for a fucking minute. Uh, as long as I am here, as long as I say something that I wanted to say consistently, um, I am already light years ahead of the game than I was in all my other past attempts. I don't want to say I'm lucky, because I do think that everybody has their thing out there. You know, everybody has their calling. And I'm not saying this is my calling, but what I'm saying is that this is something I'm passionate about, something that motivates me naturally. You know, I don't have to convince myself of all of the possibilities and all of the rewards in order to get myself out of bed to do this. You know, um, this is something that I will just want to do all the time. You know, especially without the expectation of performing. There might be days where I get on here and I'm fucking sad, I'm depressed, or there's something going on, and I don't want that to be stopping me from getting on here and saying my piece, saying what I believe needs to be said. Of course, I want to have healthy boundaries with myself and being online, but um, I want to be open. I want to be open, just in case I need to see myself being open. Uh, you know, it really is something that I can't really pinpoint. I don't know why exactly I feel so compelled or so joyful doing this. But the fact of the matter is that I am. I love this shit. I'm going absolutely nowhere with this, and I am loving it, whatever the fuck it is. It looks like there was some people that stopped in stream. Um, Sorry to them for missing them. Thank you for stopping in. But um, like, I genuinely just I can't wait to see where this leads, man. I cannot wait to see what happens with this, because it really is just so much more different. Sorry, there's fireworks going off. Um, like, the feeling I have of like excitement and like almost certainty that I'm doing something right now. Like, I'm doing something that I'm supposed to be for once, and somehow it actually involves a computer, and that's also, like, I'll probably branch into this in another topic or another day, but I do want to keep these short. Uh, Maybe in the future, if I start getting more viewers, or um, if my topics are a little bit more in depth, than just why I'm streaming again, then they might go on a bit longer. But today, I just wanted to come back, say what's up. Uh, oh, that's right. I was gonna do the intro. What's good, squids? I love that shit, bro. One of my favorite intros I've ever made. Uh, then I think I'm gonna stick with that because I love calling y'all squids. I think that shit's hilarious.